Good morning, student. Today we start our new chapter of geography, map, chapter 4, maps. Now come on the learning objectives of this chapter. In this chapter we discuss main points on first maps, components of map, direction, grid line, distance, symbol, and colors. Types of map, three main types: physical, political map, and thematic map. And after one discuss on atlas, sketch, and plan. Now we start from first point. First we discuss before map about globe. You already know that the globe is difficult to carry. It cannot have many details and are expensive to make. In the previous chapter, we learned about globe. They help us to understand earth rotation, revolution and formation of season, formation of day night on the earth. But yet globes have some certain limitations. They are bulky, they are difficult to store or carry. They cannot have details of places and environments, vegetation, etc. Now we discuss on main point maps. What is map? Map are a diagrammatic representation of the earth's surface or part of it. It's normally show the natural features and man-made structures like road, town, bridges, etc. A flat surface is ideal to read from. It is because of this the maps were used instead of globes. Maps become popular as they are easy to handle, easy to store, and can have store large amount of details. Easy to store, can have large amount of details. It is also an accurate representation of the earth on a part of the earth on a flat paper, cloth, when drawn according to scale. In fact, the word map has its origin in the Latin word map up, which means a napkin. Most objective of the earth which you see are in three dimensional: length, breadth, and height. Depth. There it is not possible to make a copy of the earth on paper. It would be very large and impossible to manage. Now we start new points, components of map. In components of map, we discuss main point, direction, cardinal points, finding directions, grid lines, distance, symbol, and color. First, we start from direction. Direction are direction are an essential part of a map. As stated earlier, a map is a representation of the surface of the earth, and therefore any person using it would need to correlate it with the ground first. Then see what is where in relation to anything given on the map. Normally, all maps have a pointer or an arrow which points towards north. The person using it is required to align the map to north and then read the map so as to understand the relative directions of place marked on the map. And the directions we have two points we discuss. First is cardinal points. There are four principles. There are four principal directions called the cardinal directions. They are north, south, east, and west. These points give a basic directions. Then there are intermediate directions. These are located exactly the center of two cardinal directions. Cardinal points or intermediate directions. We discuss about the intermediate directions. These are located exactly at the center of two cardinal directions. They get their name from the two directions on their either side. For example, the direction between north and east is northeast. The direction between south and west is southwest. And similarly, there are northwest and southwest. Everything on the earth is in the relation to one another. Their directions is normally left or right, but that work out if a person is aware of the area and his surrounding. Imagine a person who is the middle of a desert or a forest or a sea. How would he know which way to go? To him, left or right could mean any side. There are four people facing four sides. If they are told go to their left, they will go in different direction. But if they are told go towards the north, they will all turn and go in one direction. That is why cardinal points and such direction keeping is important, especially in place where the surroundings are looking alike. Now come on, next point, finding directions. The most common instrument used to locate direction is compass. It has a magnetic needle which is balanced on a pin. The magnetic needle has a north and a south pole. The needle always points towards north and south. Whenever you go, if you align a map, you will have to place a compass on the map and align the north pointer on the map, with the north being shown on the compass. It is only after this that you can locate place on the map and their direction on the ground. Next, grid lines. Maps normally have a network of vertical and horizontal lines. These are called grid lines. These help in locating a place on the map. The vertical lines are given specific numbers and or letter and progress from left to right. The horizontal lines also have number and or letter and progress from bottom to top. They form small squares on the map and any place falling in a square is indexed in the square. Having seen direction, let us now see the next essential of a map, and that is distance. Distance. Distance is a very important aspect of any map. It shows the relative distance between two places. A map denotes a part of the earth. It should be possible to measure distance between two places marked on the map with accuracy. For this, map denote the scale a map is made of. Next, we come on scale. Scale is the measure of map. It is the ratio between the distance between two points on the map and the distance between the same two points on the ground. It tells us how much distance on the map represent how much distance on the ground. Map may be different scales. One map may be able to show the whole world on one sheet, and another map would be showing a part of town on a sheet of paper. Scale is always given on the map so that the person using the map could measure or estimate distance on the map. Now we come on representative fraction. It is denoted in figure like 1 ratio 10,000, 1 ratio 50,000, etc. 1 ratio 10,000 would means 1 centimeter on the map represent 10,000 centimeter on the ground. And the scale of 1 ratio 50,000 would means 1 centimeter on map represent 50,000 centimeter on the ground, or 50,000 centimeter is equal to 500 meter or half kilometer, or in other words 2 centimeter on the map would represent 1 kilometer on the ground. As the figure of ratio does not state centimeters, inches, feet, etc., one can measure it in any more. 1 ratio 50,000 means 1 unit would represent 50,000 units on the ground, be in centimeter, inches, feet, miles, etc. Scales may be also Scale may also be written as 1 upon 25,000. This is similar to writing as 1 ratio 25,000. This is called representative fraction or RF. Now we come on verbal or statement scales. A verbal or statement scale give gives a written description of the scale. For example, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 kilometer. This means that 1 centimeter on the map is equal to 10 kilometer on the ground. Now become graphical scale. Scales are also shown on a map in a diagrammatic forms. The user can use it to measure distance on the map. A person could use a divider or thread to measure the printed scale and then measure distance on map. Now we come on symbols. Map give you a lot of information about the surface of the earth. This information is not the form of picture but in the form of symbols. These symbols depict things because it is not possible to show the actual size and shape of different features like road, bridge and lakes on the map. So they are shown by using certain symbols. These symbols are common across the world so that people from different regions could easily read the map. They are also known as conventional symbol. Things like road, track, railway lines, ponds, temples, churches, mosques, bridges, overhead tanks, post office, railway station, state boundaries, border, rivers, canal, etc. all have symbols which are standardized. These symbols do not depict size but they indicate the presence of the features at a place. For example, the presence of a symbol of a temple on the map will not relate the size. A temple, a small temple or a big temple will have the same symbol. Similarly, the tree are not indicative the number of trees or the on the ground. What are conventional signs? Conventional signs are symbols used on map to represent different features. The symbols are explained in the key of the map. Now we come on next colors. Colors. Many distinct colors are used on the map to distinguish greenery, desert or snowy surfaces, etc. In the physical map of India, you can see the various colors used on the legend for the same. For example, for water bodies, blue color is used and brown is used for mountain. Some other features. Some other features mainly title and index. Maps also have title. It would state what kind of information is provided in the map. It will have a certification that it is correct as per some survey or by some authority. Any map which covers a part of a region have a marking as to which portion of the area of the map covers and which map should be joined on the sides to extend the study into neighboring regions beyond the particular map. Now come on next point. This is important. Types of map. Now that you have studies about a standard map, let us now see the different types of map of variation which the map have. Map are made in different forms to study different things and therefore may have different details on them. These could be grouped in three prime categories. First one, physical map. Second one, political map. And third one is the thematic map. Some examples are given for physical map, mountain and plateau shows, and political map, state boundaries, shows state boundaries, city boundaries, and thematic maps is despite spatial themes. This forest map. First we discuss about physical map. These map despite the physical features of the earth in greater details. They despite the mountains, hill, plateau, river, seas, and so on. Different colors are used to despite heights of mountains and depth of sea. Now come on political map. These map despite the political division of the earth. They show boundaries between countries, state, district, cities and neighborhoods. The other details of rivers, mountain, etc. are very few or non-existent on such maps. Now come on, thematic map. These maps despite special themes. It can be a road map, rail map, weather map, wind or rain pattern maps, industrial maps, agriculture pattern maps, forest map, and such varied themes. Now we come on next atlas. You know very well about it. It is a compilations of map of different patterns and places. They have set of map of different regions compiled in the form of book and can be easily carried and studied. Sketch. Sketch is a rough map. It is not made to scale and just give the broad guidelines to find or locate a place. These could be made freehand or made by using geometrical instrument. They are not accurate in dimensions and may not be accurate in detail as they are not based on survey by use of instrument. Now come on, plan. Plan. A plan is a map of a very detailed drawing of a building or a structure. It covers the length, breadth, height of building and spaces. Such details cannot be shown on a map and these are different for each structure. Normally, architects made plan for house, building, factories, offices, etc. These may have many details like water lines, electric lines, placement of furniture, etc. A plan, a plan of a room and three-dimensional look of one side of the same room is described below. In this chapter is complete most probably. In this chapter, you study about map and their importance and the basic of reading them. Maps are very helpful to us for identifying places anywhere in the world. They give us details of the direction, distance, and whatever you want. Thank you. Thank you for watching.